Hey guys, how's it going? So I know it's been a really long time since I've done an update on my car. It's been over a year, I think. And I think it's about time I let you in on what's new. So as you can see, her paint is still as beautiful as ever. And I'm sure the first thing you'll notice is different are these wheels. And this is actually one of the latest things I've done to the car, on top of everything else I have to tell you. They are, of course, as some of you Datsun guys may know, very popular wheel. It's called a Rota RB. It's a 16x7 with a positive 10 offset, and I'm on Datsun CP672s. These are 215/55s, so a much more decent tire size than the stock 195/70s. So it's mainly, this upgrade is mainly for handling purposes. My old tires on the wheels, it was a 6-inch wheel, so that's what the stock ones are, so I couldn't really get that much wider of a tire without getting a huge amount of sidewall flex. They didn't like to hang on too well in turns. They were great off the line, but they just couldn't hang on. So, and believe me, this car sticks to corners so much better with these wheels and tires. So another thing you may notice is the ride height. She's been lowered a little bit. She now sits on top of the KYB XLGs. She's now on Eibach progressive springs. So I got about a solid inch drop in the front and a half-inch drop in the back. I would have liked to have had more of a drop in the back, but with the KYBs, just won't lower that much. So I'm thinking long term, a little bit of a spoiler, I'm thinking of doing the S13 coilover swap. So of course that would require me to get new front spindles to weld the fronts on, but that will be down the line. And the last visual change with this car would probably be the Series 1B pillars. The black plastic ones, I just didn't like how they were kind of faded, like most of this black plastic stuff on most cars you see nowadays. So I went with these really nice Series 1B pillars. That's basically what they are: chrome, aluminum with plastic on the inside. Very straightforward swap, all lined up. Since this is a slick top, you don't need to switch out the little trim piece up here and stuff. Very straightforward, very easy, and in my opinion, some may disagree, but I think it definitely complements the color theme of the car with the rest of the chrome trim. So that's about it for exterior visual. Let's go inside. As you can see, interior is still in pretty nice shape. I'm looking into new seats. These are getting kind of flat, unfortunately, but still no serious tears or anything, so that's cool. And yes, I've been driving her quite a bit. We're at 83K now, but she still runs fine, gets great gas mileage. If I keep my foot out of it, I can get 28, 29 on the freeway, because that's my commute now, and that's at around 80, 85 miles an hour, so I say that's pretty good. So of course I got a radar detector. You gotta have one of these if you're hooning. Still maintaining no cracks in the dash. When I park it, I put my dash cover on it, just to keep the sun off of it, and then when I drive, I like to enjoy my nice beautiful crackless dash, so I take the cover off. And down here, I decided to go with another little visual here. I got this leather shift boot. I kind of like the old styles of the fleshy kind of rubbery thing. Wasn't kind of doing it for me anymore, so I decided to switch to a nice leather boot, so that's nice. And I got a new carpet in the back. I think I might have already had that in the last video, but that's new and that's nice. And let's see if there's anything else I need to address inside the car. I think as far as interior visuals, that is about it. Headliner is still in perfect shape, besides some rubber debris from my gnarly drifts I was doing the other day. Everything is still pretty mint. And now, let's start her up. This thing still works. Alright, we're okay. Let's fire her up. So the exhaust, I went for another muffler. Now I have a really nice Dynamax Ultra Flow with a 2 3/4 inch tip, and it's a really nice sound. There's no drone whatsoever. It's a little louder than my other muffler, but it's not obnoxious whatsoever. With the windows up and everything, you can't even hear the exhaust, and it flows nice. So what's there to complain? Also, I got a new antenna. The old funky one was bent, and I was tired of it getting stuck up, so I just went with another one, another cheap one. Let's pop the hood. So, as you can probably see, polish the valve cover. This is actually a different valve cover, not my existing one. I have my other one in the garage, but this is one off of a 78 280Z that I got at the junkyard. I got this aluminum valve cover for 18 bucks. Polished it out a little bit, and that looks nice. I had the stock intake back on because my aftermarket intakes, the mounts were starting to wear out and it was starting to flop around and stuff. So I just had the stock intake with the boot cut out for a little more flow. And another thing, the first real performance modification. I got my intake manifold port matched by these guys in Kentucky. I sent it out. They did it for 125 bucks. They didn't extrude hone it, so just from the end of the runners all the way back have now been enlarged from 30 millimeters to, I believe, 35 millimeters. And the plenum has been ported to 60 millimeters, but I still have the stock throttle body on because I did have an aftermarket 60 mil on there, but it was messing with my vacuum. It only had one port, and I was running splitters off of the vacuum. It just wasn't legit, and so I just put it back to stock. And if you guys saw my my drag racing video, I got this car to run a 15.4 with a best strap speed of about 89 miles an hour. So for an NAZX, that is really fast. These cars were factory claimed to do a 15.9 at like 85 or something. So it's considerably faster. Of course, honestly, I didn't feel a difference when I installed that plenum, the intake manifold, but obviously the records show that it was much faster. So yeah, cool. And if you want to see that video, just go into my channel and search Sonoma Raceway, and then my video where I took this car to the track will show up. Alright, so now that she's warmed up a bit, I'll show you I'll let you listen to how my exhaust sounds now. As you can see, a real nice tone, not extremely loud, and no drone either. Go ahead and shut her off. All right, so I think I've basically covered everything new that I've got going for my car. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching this update on my 82 Datsun 280ZX. Hope you all found this interesting. Anyway, that's my car as it is now. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.